Hi there! I'm Neko. I'm a game designer and VTuber. I'm currently working in a barista game where you get to serve coffee and other drinks based on VTubers. The last couple of weeks I have been on the grind. There's been updates to the camera system, the receipts, and even a big surprise at the end, so you have to stay for it. There are essentially two last things I needed to get done for it to be a functional, slightly playable game. So I'm super happy with the progress I've had so far, and I hope you all are all too. And if you haven't already, go check out the previous videos. We've been making a ton of progress, and it's super fun to actually kind of see how I've gotten over here. Cinematography is the art and technology of capturing motion pictures, or in this case, it's a big word that I'm going to use to make myself feel good. Cameras are arguably one of the most important parts of a game. It is the thing that lets you see the world after all, so it was important to have a good framework to start. So, knowing all of that, I pulled some of my funny little film knowledge I had from my entry-level college course I took 5 years ago to work. After working a couple of streams, I ended up with this, a camera dolly system that typically is used in movies. The idea is that there's an operator that is operating a camera arm rather than the camera moving on its own. This allows me to move the camera back and forth, allowing it to orbit around objects in various ways, or to make it as if the camera operator was just holding the camera straight up. Because of this two-tiered system, I can operate the arm and the camera independently, which is great for small effects like being able to look around with the mouse or have a little bit of screen shake. Although for that last one, I don't think I'm going to be using that one often. This system was inspired by my last project where I wanted to move the camera in a certain way, but applying screen shake would kind of mess up the camera. It reminded me a lot of camera systems in real life, so I went in and researched a couple, and it was fun to adapt this one in the code and into my game. The next major thing I needed to figure out was how would you take orders from customers. There was a loose outline on it, but it needed to be fleshed out, so I thought of 3 different systems. A physical receipt system where you'd actually have to track the receipts as objects in a physical space. This system felt like it might be a little too complicated and kind of annoying to deal with, and it's very possible a player might lose the receipts. A digital receipt system, which was a little bit more gamey and easy to access, but it was basically a menu on the side so you can see all your receipts at once. And it'd be really great to show a lot of information, but it had a potential to cover the screen with menus. And the last one was a receipt on cup system, which is more akin of how people handle it in person. The order would be placed on the cup so it would be easy to reference and serve. This would be the simplest thing for players, but it could be really hard to see what the drink is. I ended up making the digital system as it was easy to test and also the one that made sense at the time. But my fears and intuitions were correct. It does kind of bulk up the screen because of how big it is. I'm sure there's other ways to fix it, but even playing it, it kind of felt a bit clunky and a little unnatural to play with. This is why it's important to playtest early and to playtest often. Our feelings towards things can change over time, and things on paper might not be the best solution. I'll be looking over this in the next couple of weeks and doing some testing, so we might either stick with this system or I might end up changing it to the receipt on cup system. If you join some of my Monday, Tuesday work streams, 3 p.m. PST, by the way, on Twitch, you might have noticed some of the streams were just kind of walking videos. I promise I did more than just talk for 4 hours straight. It's important for me as a designer to get in the habit of grabbing references, so that's exactly what I was doing. See, you might have noticed I've been developing in the void for the last couple of streams. I did try to make a space before, but it honestly looked like trash and I couldn't figure out what I really wanted. So I sat my ass down and watched a bunch of virtual Japan walking videos. And to be specific on why I use this channel, it's because Japan is a very walkable city and it had that perfect vibe that I really wanted to go for. I also have a lot of pictures I take during trips to have examples and references of architecture and spaces that I enjoy, so I can incorporate that into the design of things. As for interior design, I looked into a bunch of different interior design styles and I landed with a mix of rustic and Japandi styles. I was always a big fan of rustic interior designs for the use of its natural look. The exposed stones, the simple metal, and the wood were always an aesthetic that I kind of eyed with. Japandi is an interior style that's new to me. It's a mix of Japanese and Scandinavian interior design that focuses on having a feeling of tranquility and coziness. At least that's what the articles I read said. I don't actually have like a professional opinion on this. I love the coziness of this style, and the use of wooden material and its textures is such a vibe that I really fuck with it. This is supposed to be a cozy space, so I thought it was important to look for styles that I enjoyed, but ones that also matched the same tone. So after going all this references, what do we even have? Well, we have a vision. And in fact, most of it's already built! Surprise! This is what it looks like so far. Super happy with this. This is obviously all still placeholder material, but I think that the vibe of what I wanted is like already there, even without the textures. Right now, I'm still having a bit of problems with the textures, basically with the consistency and like the style of it. But once I get Substance Painter, I hope to God it goes on sale during Black Friday. It'll be so over for everyone. You get to chill out in my guild house. God damn it. Well, we're about a month into this project, and there's been a bunch of changes already. Games are like living things where it'll grow over time with experience. Sometimes the plans that we have that seem really cool might not either be feasible with your current skill set, or just not fun at all, and that's okay. What's important is that you find the solutions, the whys, and the hows, and you learn from it. Much like you, as a person, it's important to keep learning, to keep growing, and to keep going. I'm hoping to start fleshing out the background in the future, so hopefully we'll have a nice little area to talk in. That's basically all the updates I have for now. I'm really happy with how much better the game is looking visually, and I hope you guys are too. For some current future plans, I'm hoping to have the Steam page up for my birthday. That's December 23rd, also with it being kind of playable. I normally do something big for my birthday on stream, so this is going to be the next big thing. I'm also debating on making it either paid or free, depending on how things go, so please keep an eye on that. I'm not guaranteeing anything with this. That's all for now, so if you want to chat and work with me, I have my game dev streams on Twitch, Monday and Tuesday at 3 p.m. PST. I also stream games, or sometimes I do game dev now at Friday, Saturday at 7 p.m. PST, so come and join. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend or day. Actually, no, it's a week, right? I publish these on Monday. Well, this is going to fade now, so I'm going to be like blurry as freak. I was freak. Oh my god. Dude. He's a workaholic. All he does is work. Get him, chat. I'm just kidding. If you were at the end of this video, can you guys type your favorite food? Type in your favorite food in comments. Make everyone super confused. You were here trying to decide a video, or if you wanted to see if there's anything here. There's nothing here. Except for you typing your favorite food in the comments. Okay, the video's ending.